Okay, you need a second.
Okay.
Maybe you want to restate your motion at this point.
You're paying Karen, you're paying Rochelle,
And we're accepting your treasurer's report.
and we're accepting the treasurer's
And I'll
report.
second it.
You'll second.
Yeah.
All in favor?
Aye.
Anybody opposed? No, 7-0-0. Old business? I can't think of anything we have. New business? Anybody?
I have a question. The Public Safety Committee Chair of 2F asked me if we could join forces because the support that he's getting in his committee is dwindling. He wondered if we could combine forces. So I didn't know if that was as far as protocol is concerned, if that's something that could be done. Because that's outside of our ward. He did propose a question to me today, so I wanted, since you're here, I wanted at least bring it up to see if that's something.
I didn't hear the first part of
The
the.
first part, the Public Safety Committee Chair of 2F,
Sure.
which is adjacent to our community, wants to know if we can combine our meetings since his support is dwindling and we're still pretty much in the same neighborhood.
Expenditures would be an issue, but there's certainly no problem with having a
That's-
meeting.
So, yeah, you as
Okay.
chair of that committee can do whatever you want. If there's expenses, they would have to be separated.
Frank, is that Charlie?
Charlie,
But that's, that's
that's fine. I just
fine.
wanted to bring it to the board's attention.
Well, sometimes numbers make a difference in whether something gets done or not.
And we
so-
can promote, you know,
Right.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Okay, our next
I have a
meeting,
question,
yes.
when does the protected bike lane thing come out? After the DDOT meeting or, like, us?
We haven't been given any information on
They
bike
haven't asked
lanes.
us to weigh in on that yet.
They gave us some information, but it has not been sent to us to make any kind of comment on.
I haven't seen a notice yet, but my understanding is that they are supposed to have another public meeting by the end of this month. So presumably in the next couple of months, they would ask for our input.
I didn't see the minutes from the last meeting. What happened to that curb
There.
cut thing on Sixth Street? The guy asking for the ANC's blessing for a curb cut,
Is that for the development on the 1500 block?
The vacant lots.
was it in the minutes? I didn't see the minutes, so I was just
If you're
curious.
talking about the project on the 1500 block, on the east side of the 1500 block of Sixth Street?
Right.
Yes, so we supported that. We supported the relief.
So that's
So
in the minutes?
So
Is
the
that-
the development is moving forward, and the Board of Zoning Adjustment has to rule as to whether or not they will, grant that relief, and they may already have done it.
What does moving forward mean? It means they got permits or?
It means that if the Board of Zoning Adjustment voted to support the relief, then they would be allowed to move forward with that development as proposed.
And that's in the minutes, that's online?
Yes,
but that, was it from last month?
yes.
No, it was not online yet, because we just approved those minutes tonight.
So they will get on sometime this week or this weekend, so that you'll be able to read what was done, because we just approved.
Thank you.
Okay. I know she got her hand up. But before you, Naomi, just one thing. We do have a guest from the Office of Asian Affairs who would like a moment of our time. Come on up.
Hi, thank you, Madam Chair, and thank you, Commissioners, for allowing me to have a few words. I'm with the Mayor's Office on Asian and Pacific Islander Affairs, and I just want to take a moment
Could you
to...
identify yourself for our records, please?
Your name?
My name is Ngoc Chen, N-G-O-C is the first name, and T-R-I-N-H. And I'm the Director of Community Engagement with the Mayor's Office on Asian and Pacific Islander Affairs. And I'm here just to introduce my office. The office is created to serve the Asian and Pacific Islanders, both residents and business owners. So in your work as AAC commissioners or in your daily life, if you run into anyone who might need our service, any situation, any business owners that need help or need attention from our office, please feel free to let us know. We have taken action when issues were brought to our attention to help build the community, to help bridge the gaps, the cultural gaps, and so please, feel free to use us as a resource to make our community better.
What's taking place with the property on the thing before?
Museum Square?
Yeah, what's going on with that property?
Yes, so
What's taking
I,
place
yeah, I'm not involved in that project, because I'm not handling the housing, issues, but, I understand that they have submitted another plan with the city to continue to move forward with their plan, which is to build another, condo, or like, so.
You mean the owner of the property?
Right, so, yes.
So they're gonna displace those?
It's just pushed back another year, but they are moving forward with that. And so we, working with,
So you're really taking on
other
the year to try to
agencies.
figure out where these people are gonna go?
Yes, and then we are working with the, with HUD and, Housing Authority to give vouchers to the people who live there, so that they can use that vouchers to find housing. So they have vouchers. And right now, the market rates, when the market rates kicks in, I think it's already, I don't know, I don't
Are you having any success in trying to find shelter for these people?
A lot of people have moved out into Maryland, but a lot are still there.
What
And
percentage are
they,
you talking about?
I'm sorry, I don't have
numbers?
that off the top of my head. Housing Authority probably would have it, and the owner of the building would have it, but the owner of the building have not released the information to us. And I understand that they are taking, the last time that I checked for availability for a new tenant, for someone interested in renting there, they said that if someone interested, they would have to send a letter to the owner expressing that they are interested, and then they will be sent a package for application. So it's not like in other buildings, so it's something going on there that we don't really know.
So the Office of Asian Affairs, who was trying to help them do a TOFR, is no longer involved in helping the tenants buy the building?
They have their own attorneys. So we have been there and we offer our presence and our assistance, but they prefer to work through their attorneys. Yeah. for the
Defense
TOFR.
Association.
Yeah.
What's the pollination, oh, sorry, how many Hawaiians are there, like, what's the pollination, or how many Hawaiians do you see?
I don't have, it's very small, it's not like the tops, I have the top 6, but Hawaiian is not anywhere.
Because
Yeah.
they're starting a government-to-government relations before Obama leaves, and they're gonna have an election. They might not know that they get to vote.
Yeah, well, I don't have the data for the Hawaiian, is the, yeah,
Thanks.
unfortunately, but.
I will just mention to you that the group, the downtown group that has been,
Downtown Beach?
no, we are meeting with Pastor Ross and that whole group that meets
The
with
church.
the church group, but
Lesser congregations.
well, no, this is also the Chinatown community and the office. David Du and his people have been in on this, and that the park that's going in at Mass and Fifth is going to be an intercultural park
Yes.
with supporting both cultures. So you may want to, you can take my card, you may want to get in touch for the next meeting so that you can be a part of what's going on, because we are meeting very shortly with National Park Service to submit some of the ideas that we have,
Yes.
so that we can get started. So that certainly is up
Yes,
for you.
and we have a very robust program there starting in May, because right now it's too cold to have activities in the park. But our aim is to have programs there, active programs there, ongoing programs there, so that it draws positive activities there and drives away anything negative for the community.
And both our A and C community, the SID community and the Chinatown community have been working together to have programs and different functions. So you may want to, well, Darcy is one in your office, and there's another young lady, Dory, I'm sorry. And there's another young lady who has, who have been working with us. So we all have a lot to make this a success.
Thank you. I appreciate your support.
Mhm.
And thank you for your time. I have some brochures and some cards with my contact information. If anyone is interested, I can pass them out.
Okay.
Thank you.
Naomi, I'm sure you got something from Charles for us.
Well, I want to acknowledge that you're in a new place and you might not get put out with our finishes. This is what I heard.
What did I do now? No, I still have 10 more minutes.
Oh, very good. Well, I actually have several things tonight. One has to do with some legislation that was passed today, which is pretty significant in that you all have been concerned with security cameras for some time, and so the council member led successfully today enactment of legislation that would provide rebates for individuals, businesses, churches, nonprofits, if they bought security cameras. For an individual, for a residence, it can be $200 per camera or $500 for a house, $750 for a business or church or nonprofits. If
How
they tend
much?
to be $750 reimbursement. This is not effective yet. The mayor has to sign it, just passed today, and then submit regulations. She asked for this to begin with, and so the council member worked with her office and the Judiciary Committee to get something, and we sort of jump-started and got it out there. So it's now in effect, and I think it's $500,000 investment. And they are ensuring that every award gets some priority for the areas with the greatest crime in it. So, Bill, this is gonna happen. And I know you all have been very interested in this, and so I wanted to be sure and bring this information to you. I've got some materials there that I'll read for details if you want to take them. The other thing I want to tell you is that, of course, we've got office hours Friday morning at Compass Coffee. Everyone knows where that is. We're there from 8:30 to 8 a.m. to 9:30. And the coffee's great there. It's very informal. Just come in, hang out with us, chit chat about anything you want to chit chat about. The other thing, which Alex and Mr. Wiggins are involved with as well, is an initiative that came out of your meeting with Heritage at Shaw around the concerns around their newly renovated building of people doing illegal activities in front of it, etc. So Alex talked to us about it and asked that we would help convene folks to begin to work on what can be done. So our first meeting is Thursday.
7th at 1:30, I believe.
I think it's
This
either
week.
Thursday. I think it's Thursday.
Thursday, 1:30.
And so we'll have Commander Carroll and we'll have the security folks for that building. We're hopefully gonna get the folks around the other building, Westmoreland 1, is that the one? Because there's a relationship between those two buildings. And, you know, in earlier years, Alex and some of others worked on some of these similar kind of, what do you do when people are loitering, you know, when the security folks won't really do the job because maybe they have their reasons. And so we're going to look for some innovative ways that we can maybe push this down the road so that it isn't a matter of just dislocating people, but creating an environment that doesn't tolerate misbehavior. You can't tell people they can't stand someplace, but they can't be doing things they shouldn't be doing while they're standing there. And owners and managers do have some rights to what people can do on their property. And when they get them off their property, you know, what they're doing on the sidewalk. You know, MPD has some things they can do, not only just push them away. But I think we're gonna put our heads together and figure out, if we can figure out how to make that one change in some way, then maybe we got a chance with a few others. So, any of you who are also interested in joining this tomorrow are welcome. But to begin with, we've got Alex and Elder Wiggins on the job. I think that's all I wanted to share. We back in the saddle after a 2-week break. I was actually happy to come back to work. It was getting pretty comfortable though. And so we had a really great year last year. Many of you followed what our office has been doing through our emails and newsletters and everything else. And we hope to be even more engaged with you all. We don't want you seemingly our stepchildren because you're the last ones on our plate in terms of history. We want to spend more energy and time working with you and understanding how we can be useful for you. So with that, if anyone has any questions for me, I'll say you got another 5 minutes before.
Whoa, I don't believe we're doing this. Let me just ask, Frank, is this a continuation of the meeting we had kind of at Gibson Plaza with police
No,
department?
this meeting came out of the manager speaking up at the last ANC meeting. Alex and I went to a meeting maybe 4 or 5 months ago, maybe 6 months ago. August. So they did some things in the neighborhood, cut some trees back, did some more lighting issues, but things that still have not gotten better, so she really needs some support. So a meeting was scheduled Thursday at 1:30.
Okay, no, and I remember she was here, and she was pretty
Yeah.
frustrated that
Yeah.
she couldn't get all the help
Rightfully
she
so.
needed. So I'm glad it's happening, I'm glad you guys are doing it, so, very good, thank you. Our next meeting will be February 1st. That seems impossible, doesn't it, to say that? And the meeting here, it will be in this room or the room next door. And it will begin at 6 p.m.
Not 6:30.
Not 6:30. Library apparently has a whole set of new rules that go into effect today. And we have to be absolutely out of here at 8:30. So we're moving up hours, a half an hour, to make sure that we can cover anything. But believe it or not, with 21 things on the agenda, we did manage to get out of here with 5 minutes. So I'm delighted you all came.
We're
Thank
not
you
gone
so
yet.
much. Oh, what do we have to do now?
No, so we gotta,
We gotta
adjourn and get out of
together
here.
and get out of here. But yeah, Kathy Jenkins, the librarian, has been really helpful, and Mr. Suggs from the rec department. So we will have use of either one of the rooms up here, and they will make sure that we are well taken care of. So I thank you all for coming. Thank you so much. And please join us again next month. And if you're interested in working on committee, just let us know. We'd love to have you. You're on, Tony. That's it. You don't get off. And Brendan, you don't get off. So if somebody'd like to work on zoning or ABRA or transportation or communication, let us know.
And move that we adjourn.
I make, okay.
I'm sorry.
Second.
A motion has been made and seconded. Aye. All in favor? Aye. Okay, we're out of here. On time.
Well, I did retweet the meeting thing.